Hello beautiful people and welcome to the channel Life After Knock. My name's Debbie and I talk about all things to do with narcissistic, abusive and toxic relationship. Having been a person who's gone through it myself from a female empath perspective with a male narcissist. These videos are for information and educational purposes only. And if you enjoy the video, please click like, subscribe and share. So today's video, control and manipulation of a narcissist. This is part 3 of my Covert Narcissist series. Parts 1 and 2 you can find below in the, I'll link them in the description box below. They're also under one of my playlists. And control and manipulation includes gaslighting, and a lot of what I'm going to speak about today includes gaslighting. Covert manipulation is underhanded. It is a despicable, insidious way of treating people and getting them to believe the untruths that the narcissist says. It changes your behavior, it changes who you are. And it digs into your unconscious and it makes you start questioning who you are and what's happening in your life. The covert narcissist is the darkest of all the narcissists, and there are many different types. But I specifically talk about the covert because my ex-partner was a covert narcissist. And they know exactly what they are doing. Their behavior will leave you doubting yourself. You'll doubt your name. You'll doubt where you live. You'll doubt who you actually are and what you are in your life. You'll think, well, hang on, I'm not good enough. Who am I? It will diminish you so much in your life that you will feel invisible. These are red flags to look out for. And at the start of a new relationship, we always wish and hope that this person that we like so much is going to be the one. And we see a red flag and we think, oh, it's okay, it's just one red flag. And then a second one, and then a third. And we think, you know what, I really like this person, let's make it go further. Only you can decide if you want to carry on with these red flags or not. Personally, I know if I see one red flag, I'm out of there. They can pay the bill. If you are feeling this way, you are being manipulated, you're being gaslit. Gaslighting is a manipulation tactic in which a person, to gain power and control of another person, plants seeds of uncertainty in their mind. The self-doubt and constant questioning cause the individual to question their reality. And I was in a place where I believed I was so ill mentally that I needed to go to hospital. I needed to go to A&E. And just over a year later, that's not the case anymore. I'm actually sane-ish, I suppose. But listen to that. You question your reality. Who are you? What are you? What are you doing here? And you stay stuck in this place. They will deny, deflect, and blame you. You're at fault for everything. You can never win with a narcissist. Never, ever. I found myself saying things like, I can never win with you. And I'd walk away because it was pointless getting into a discussion or an argument about this. And they will say things such as, here you go again. That's gaslighting. That is gaslighting. They are assuming and presuming that you're going to lose it and lose your temper with them. And because they say that, you probably will. So you've come in with this topic here and they've said, here we go again. So it brings you up here. You forget this topic and you think, but, you know, you say this to me every time and I'm not going to go, here we go again. And there we go again, you see? And they'll say, see, I told you that's what you were going to do. And this original thought, this original discussion, this original issue is forgotten. They do it deliberately. I put a video up a few weeks ago called The Photo. I'm going to put a link in the description box below as well to that. It's the ultimate story in gaslighting. It is a true story. Hope you'll enjoy it. Let me know what you think about that. But they make you not trust yourself. You don't trust yourself. You'll ask them, did you see my car keys? I left them over there. And they'll say, no, I didn't see them. And they may well have moved them. The term gaslighting comes from a movie that was released in the 1940s called Gaslight. There are two versions of it. The older version is the one that I watched. I think that was 44. And then the second version was released in 1946 or thereabouts. But I really suggest you watch that to understand where this modern term comes from. And I believe, if I remember correctly, the word gaslighting is the word of 2022, probably going into 2023 as well now. But you may say to your partner, don't forget, next week we're going to my mum's for dinner. Next week comes along the day before the dinner and you say to your partner, don't forget, tomorrow we're going for dinner at my mum's. You didn't tell me. Yes, I did. No, you didn't tell me. Journal, diarize, write these things down. Luckily, I did. I've always diarized things. I've always journaled. It's just something I've done my entire life. And if you go back on these things and you can check that you are not going insane, you'll lose your confidence. You'll doubt yourself so much. You'll no longer trust your own judgment about things. You'll think, I must be wrong. I must be going insane. I must be going crazy. Other examples of when the narcissist tells you this didn't happen, and you know full well it happened, but then they try to convince you, and eventually you believe them. And you think, well, I'm going insane. And this is when I needed or felt I needed to go to A&E at the hospital. If, like me, you're an empath and a sensitive person, you may well find yourself becoming more and more ill. My narcissistic ex used to come into my room and sit down in a chair, and he would then start to analyze me as if he was some sort of psychologist, because he worked within that field. He thought he knew everything. It got to the point where I was barricading myself in my room. Our doors don't have locks. And I was just so frightened, so terrified that he was going to say things to me that I knew were wrong. I knew were lies. But he was playing with my mind so much that I did start to believe a lot of it. Some of the things that narcissists will say are, and I'm reading this off of a list, that never happened. You're crazy and other people think so. I'm sorry you think I hurt you. You know that they hurt you. Do you really think I'd make that up? Oh, that's a good one, especially when you know they're lying and cheating. You're just trying to confuse me. You're trying to confuse them. Meanwhile, they're doing the confusing. You're just... You know I'd never intentionally hurt you, but you would unintentionally hurt me then, okay? I did that because I love you. Oh. These are just a few examples. And if you hear these things in arguments, in discussions that you're having with your narcissist, run. My advice to you is, if you can, leave them. I unfortunately had to stay, and he left me. But I believe from all the studying I've done that it's more beneficial to you if you leave the narcissist rather than the narcissist leaves you. So if you feel you're going insane, look deeper and know that you're not going insane. They're just making you feel like you're going insane. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. Share the video if you want to. I hope to see you next time, and blessed be.